And BQD makes her return to the corner of McNichols and Livernois. Titan fans have seen enough of her, but she's back again. Titans going to go with Burrell, McQueen, Jackson, Edwards, and Anderson. Titans get a steal to start this one. Coast to coast, Aaliyah McQueen, and a charge is going to be called. Player control foul.
Unfortunately for McQueen, she's got to keep her eyes up when she's dribbling so she can see that defense. They were set, they were ready. That's a good call. Denny, I got so excited to talk about Coach Kim Barnes-Arico that I called you Kenny instead of Denny in the opener. My goodness. Hey, I'm excited for tonight.
They haven't killed me yet. South Park reference. Baseline drive, right hand, and the first points go to BQD. Brooke Quarles-Daniel played a couple of years at Oakland. In fact, she had the game winner right here at the Detroit Mercy, or I'm sorry, at Oakland with 4.5 seconds left on senior night there to beat Detroit Mercy back in February of 2023. Trapped in the corner. Burrell, timeout? Nope. She did step out.
Yeah, unfortunately, and I know it's one of the keys for Coach tonight is you got to keep that ball in the middle of the floor, lane line to lane line. Michigan is already 1 through 5 has height advantage, so they've got to be able to take away that third defender in that sideline and keep it in the middle of the floor.
4 great sophomores, including 2 of the best guards in the country, both sophomores. There's a triple from Mila Holloway. Kiefer Haffey prior to this game said, look, if Mila was playing on any other team in the country, she would be their star player. She is the third best player on this Michigan team because of how great Olsen and Swords are. Titans will turn it over there, and that's something they gotta reel in. Minute 12 seconds in, a couple of turnovers already, trailing this one 5-0.
Oh, no question, Denny. I mean, these are some of the best guards in the country tonight, and Coach Kiefer's right. I mean, just a stellar young group.
Holloway, soft toss inside for Suffolk-Canuck. Good aggressive box out there by Burrell to force the missed touch, and it'll be Titan ball. So the Titan Club right now extending to the floor with some special guests I can also see behind the baseline there. Pretty good turnout for this one. Michigan fans, of course, travel, and it's the day before the holiday. Titans get it across, beating that press. They had a brief 2-on-1. Burrell slows it up, and the runner's pure.
And what a great decision. I mean, she had about a half a second to make a bounce pass in, but that's the right decision. She had space to shoot it. She knocked it down.
Beautiful wraparound pass by Holloway. Unable to hold on to it was Sofia-Canuck, and that'll be a turnover. Yeah, this is a Michigan team that took UConn to the final possession Friday night, has obliterated top 20 and perennial powerhouse Notre Dame, and that was a 40-point victory, or so to speak, for Michigan at home.
Right.
Annihilated previously undefeated Syracuse in the second game, or the third game I think it was, of that neutral site, although it was in Connecticut, tournament this past weekend.
Yeah, it's been uncanny to watch them here early.
They're cooking
in their season. They sure are.
Burrell gets it inside for Jasmine Edwards. Great defense, collapsing. Olivia Olsen gets the steal. She averages 2 steals a game. And she comes up short on the runner. Jasmine Edwards with the rebound.
And I like seeing the physicality inside here early for the Titans. Getting those early rebounds, those are going to be big.
Beautiful crossover by McQueen, but she couldn't hold on to it when she came down with that left hand, a little too aggressive.
Unfortunately, that's going to be her second foul. Just under 3 minutes here to the first quarter.
This is unfortunately a familiar story for McQueen here in the early goings of the season. Early foul trouble, and her ability to come back and play through it when she gets on the court next is going to be very key for this Detroit Mercy team. Her ability to bounce back from that early trouble. So far, we haven't seen it in the early goings of this season. Ball's going to go out of bounds off of Detroit Mercy, stay Michigan ball.
We talked about, I'm liking the physicality underneath to box out and try to get, great defensive possessions. You are right, though. They are going to need to take care of this basketball and try to get offensive possessions.
Holloway gets it into Olsen, a whistle, and that is going to be a player control.
A great job by Maya Anderson. We've talked about her in previous home games here, just being a little bit of a spark, and what a great way, to come in, start this game, and to get an early charge on Michigan.
Good look at the replay.
And Titans might need to even start a little bit farther back to give them more room to run towards that ball. Michigan's just too long to them for them to start in and around that three-point line. It only gives them a little bit of leverage. They're going to need to pull that back probably another 10 feet.
You look up and down the roster, there's only 3 players sub 6 foot. They got 2 5'10s and a 5'7". The Titans, simply put, don't have that length healthy right now. Burrell on the drive, contact, and this one's going to go against Michigan. A block will be called on Kendall Dudley, 6'2" sophomore out of Manassas Park, Virginia. Played her freshman year last year at UCLA. Probably never thought in her life she'd ever end up in the Motor City in a historic place like this. But the transfer, former Bruin, takes the foul there. And that will take Burrell to the free throw line. Burrell is in her first year at Detroit Mercy. Played 3 years at Grayson College and Columbia Community College before getting her first Division I action last year at Austin Peay. She's a 67% free throw shooter, was 10 of 15 coming into this contest.
Well, just did a great job breaking that press. You know, showed a lot of poise, slicing that ball to the middle of the floor and getting out of those traps.
Well, free throw shooting has been a bit of a trouble spot for the Titans in the early goings of this season, but it's good if you're a Detroit Mercy fan to see Burrell knock down a couple. Olsen holds it high above her head. They'll swing it right side now for Silas Swords. Oh no, Jasmine Edwards hits the deck. Check that. Brenda Schwartz, Maya Burke. Third time's the charm. Titans come up with it and then can't hold on to it. So this is some early run for Maya Birch, and Titan fans who haven't maybe caught up with the team this year might recognize that name. She had an excellent freshman season, a good sophomore season, and then missed last year with a foot injury, but she is back in the white, red, and blue.
Has a unique opportunity with some early foul trouble in McQueen to come out and make an impact.
They got the ball nicely into Olsen, and then a 3 in the key.
Coach Happy talked before this game, you know, effort and grit is going to be the name of the game. That's going to be what they're going to focus on in tonight's game. You've got to be able to bring it for 40 minutes.
Nysia Burrell lifted that pivot foot, got away with a travel. Teammate comes to help her, but that is a 10-second violation.
Here comes Mayanna Hooper in, get an extra ball handler in this game.
Hoop comes in for Anna Lassen. Mayanna coming off a tough game at Wisconsin. Titans competed hard against Bucky, but Mayanna herself, a tough one. 3 turnovers, 7 minutes, didn't get a lot of action. Very quickly off the inbounds pass, it's Dudley with a couple more points. Dudley comes from a pretty athletic family. Her mother, Tamika, graduated as the all-time leader in 6 different categories at LIU Brooklyn. There is a turnover by Mayanna Hooper. She got stuck and made a poor decision there.
Yeah, again, just running out of space. They're setting up a little too high, and so when they catch that ball, they're only about 5 feet from the end line. And after a couple dribbles, to have Hooper pick up that basketball is the last thing you want to do. Keep your dribble, give yourself some opportunity, but more importantly, give yourself room.
Naima Dawaha has checked in and spelling Jasmine Edwards for the moment. Whistle, jump ball, and possession arrow goes Detroit Mercy's way. 3-point game, 5:56 to go in the first quarter. A little bit of a sloppy start. Tell you one thing, the Titans are fine with this being a low-scoring game.
No question.
They do not have the offensive talent to run the floor with Michigan for 40 minutes. But if they can defend their tails off, they can play. They also got to limit those turnovers.
That's exactly right. That's what's going to hurt them the most if they're creating their own turnovers.
That's the 9th turnover by Detroit Mercy in the opening 4.5 minutes. Top side, Silas Swords. Baseline jumper is pure from Mila Holloway. So the Titans have just 1 shot on goal. It was Burrell's runner. And they have 9 turnovers.
I'm sure this is going to be something they're going to talk about in terms of spacing in that press break. They've got to be able to make sure they're within visual lanes. Right now they're not, and they're causing their teammates to pick the ball up too early.
That was a good rhythm 3 by Birch, just didn't go down. Trailer, Holloway, triple, bang, timeout. Quite a bit to do here in Detroit if you're watching from outside of the Motor City and Horizon Leagueville. Make yourself a trip down here. Tara and I will give you some tips. You can reach out to us on Twitter.
Absolutely.
Top of the arc, Michaela Jackson sends it over to Nysia Burrell. Burrell lost the handle, and it's saved by Jasmine Edwards. 9 on the clock. Nysia from that high screen from Daiwaha, and That is a whistle against Detroit Mercy.
Fortunately, I think they called in an illegal screen on
Yep.
Burrell on a handoff. Right idea, just moving a little too much. Good hustle to try to retrieve that ball back and get that offensive possession.
8-point spread. It is Brooke Quarles-Daniels past midcourt. Every time I say her name, Tara and I just smile and shake our heads. Front court now for Alyssa Crockett.
She has done work here, that is for sure.
Yep. She's very active on this Michigan team. She is a defensive stud with all the steals. Step back jumper, Mila Holloway, no. And then a loose ball foul, and that will go against Naima Daiwaha. Daiwaha is from Montreal. Played a lot of high school ball and is a freshman.
She is, and you mentioned Quarles-Daniels, Denny. You're right. I mean, she's averaging, 4 rebounds, 4 steals, and almost 3 assists a game at this point.
Yeah.
It's active. Still doing what she does best.
And she's putting up numbers against teams that are not exactly bottom of the pack. Now, granted,
Absolutely.
Michigan obliterated your former team that you used to coach, Canisius, okay?
Yep.
But she's putting up numbers against other teams. Let's see, there was one I was looking at before this contest. 5, Brooke Quarles-Daniels. She has 8 steals and 6 assists in a game this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's done a great job.
Unnatural triple-double nearly. Little stutter step, may have gotten away with one there, was Maya Anderson. Outside it goes for Burrell. 14-4, 10-point spread. Anderson with the up fake.
Unfortunately for Detroit Mercy, Michigan, because of their height, is just switching everything. It's making it tough, so they're really going to have to look at slipping some screens and some handoffs.
Good look for Jackson, and they're not going to win the glass, that's for sure. It's Teala Delfas, who had 21 points, 3 rebounds, a block, and a steal in the win against Syracuse. Not bad coming off the bench.
Yeah.
There's Silas Swords with her first triple of this contest. 16th of the season to lead the team. And Michigan's up 13. Good run to the basket, contact. That'll earn a trip to the free throw line for Maya Anderson.
And as much as they can, that's really what they need to look for, is just trying to push it in transition, trying to score early. Otherwise, like I mentioned, because they're switching really 1 through 5 with their height advantage, they're going to have to look for off those ball screens. They're going to have to slip and clear out the paints. They're going to really have to think outside of the box to get some looks at the basket tonight.
Maya with a confident free throw stroke, and just look at her body language. It's really good.
Yep.
Now, I had missed this little detail, which you knew, but last year she didn't play a lot. She was spotty. When she played, she was good. I wasn't understanding she was coming off a torn ACL in high school, so now this is her first full year of basketball since her junior year in high school, and you can tell she's playing with a lot of confidence and looks like a much different player than last year.
Yes, without question. She's really kind of grown into her own, and I'm excited to see her continue to grow here with Detroit Mercy.
Burrell with the steal. She leads the team in that category, goes coast to coast and gets swatted away. That's Alyssa Crockett, the 6'2 senior out of Westfield. She's the only 4-year player at Michigan on this Wolverine squad. Averaged just a couple points a game her first few years. She's up to 4 points a game this year, contributing a lot. There's only 3 seniors, 2 seniors and a grad student on this squad. They'll have senior day at the end of the season. I believe it's against Maryland, and I was looking at rosters and standings and rankings, and that actually could be for the Big Ten title. I mean, that's going to be a great game. End of February, yeah.
And I know that luck was on Burrell. The thing I love about her, early in the season that I'm noticing is she just is a heads-up player. She's got next play mentality. She doesn't let things get to her too often.
Oh, good inside, or good pass inside, I should say. It's Daiwaha, good inside-out action. And the 3 won't fall there from Michaela Jackson. And up the court comes Delfas. Delfas, left wing, triple try. Swords won't hit. Delfas there and 1. Teala on the spot. Butchered her name the first time around. Sorry about that, Michigan fans. Teala's mom, Chanel, participated in track and field at Ryder. I told myself before this game I was going to go through the roster and add up the number of state championships they had because it's insane. Wow. And I forgot to do so, but it's north of 13 cumulative, plus 3 for volleyball as well.
Wow. Well, Coach Brian Zarico and staff really just truly recruit the best. Just did a phenomenal job at Michigan, and this is a special group we're watching tonight.
Wolverines not shy to let you know that pretty much every player on this roster was a top 50 recruit in their class.
Absolutely, as they should.
Yeah. Hey, Breck, you got it.
That's it.
Jackson lefty won't go. Rebound, Delphos. Held it up ahead, and that's Olsen with it. Smooth move to get inside, but she spoke the layup. And Delphos playing volleyball. Another 2 points. And Michigan now up by 16 with 2:09 to go in the opening quarter.
She typically has an incredible ability to get her team second and third chance opportunities, but she's just reaching over and above everybody tonight.
Titans dialed down the turnovers, but missing shots right now. Anderson driving and gets hacked. And that will be the team's 4th foul. A minute 57 to go. There's Tara and I. So into the game with that leg brace. He's overcome quite a bit. Ciara Byers. Handoff, and that's Jackson with the up and under.
Yeah, right idea. She just unfortunately on that stepped away from the basket, lost track of where she was.
Kenzie Mathurin brought it up across half court, taking the outlet pass. Beautiful lean in and finish there for Byers. Welcome to the game, Ciara. A freshman out of Paris, Kentucky. George Rogers Clark High. McDonald's All-American nominee like half this roster. Mayana Hooper strong with the ball, but she can't finish. Titans are getting to the spots, but they just can't finish right now.
Yeah, they're making the right decisions. They're getting there. They have to knock those down.
Outlet right side, nothing but net for Mathurin. Mackenzie, the first member of the women's basketball program to hail from the state of Oklahoma.
Yeah. That's a fun stat.
He's from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, 2,000-point scorer in high school. Plenty of threes like the one we just saw her hit.
I was going to say, I understand why she's here.
Yeah.
That was pretty.
I don't want your autofocus on. It seems to be doing its own thing here. Should I have autofocus on for you guys?
Almost a full hockey sub for Detroit Mercy here in terms of lineup change.
Yeah, 4 for 4.
Waha's going to stay in.
He's joined by Schwartz, Lassen, Maya Birch, and Terrell. If you tuned in late, Aaliyah McQueen, a couple early fouls. Been on the bench for much of this first quarter.
Hopefully for the Titans, she can get into a rhythm in the second half.
Olivia Olsen dialing long distance, but can't connect. Volleyball around. And Byers with another offensive rebound. That one got knocked out of bounds.
I knew that was going to be a challenge with the height advantage. You know, really putting a body on and boxing out. You have to push back and create some space. It's going to be tough.
Good find. And big collision underneath. Olivia Olsen going to go to the line to shoot too. Farrell with the harm. Olsen was the starting goalie on her high school team's soccer team, and that team got to the championship game, finished runner-up. She has some U.S. national team experience, does Olivia. Her brother Morgan right now plays soccer at Gonzaga.
Just a little bit of athleticism in that family.
Yeah, not much, right? 553 points a year ago as a freshman. Olivia, the all-time leading freshman scorer now at Michigan. She was co-freshman of the year, averaging 16 points and 5 boards. Knocks down the free throws there, 76% free throw shooter, and the Wolverines go up 23. Mayana dribbling between the trees, full head of steam. Good find. Three won't fall for Brenda Schwartz. Looking for her first triple as a Division I player. Did not get it there. 3 in the key again?
Yep, 3 in the key. Opportunity for Detroit Mercy to push the pace again. When they have success, when they're able to get past that front line of the press and get into the middle of the floor, they can get an early look.
Birch front court left wing, triple in the air, off the front rim again. Waha can't hit. A little stutter step there from Mathurin.
Oh.
672, so there's some Callahan magic, but you know, number 6 team in the country can be tough to get around. That's what the Detroit Mercy Titans have to work through now. Denny, Tara, back up to you.
Thanks. Thanks, Matt. And unfortunately, that 2012 win against Green Bay does not hold a candle to the 2017 win against Green Bay right here when they knocked down 8 triples in the corner in the first quarter. I was asked about that during the postseason banquet on the spot. How many threes did we hit there, Denny? I froze. I'm like, 8? Yep. That was his one shining moment.
It was pretty unbelievable.
Left hand won't go for the Titans' Maya Anderson. We're back underway.
I actually think somebody who hit a few of those threes, Kaylee Rostowski, is in the house tonight.
Is she?
No longer Rostowski, now Felton.
Oh, good for her. It's nice of her to
Yes.
come up here and say, oh, wait, she hasn't. Never mind. We could have her come up here at half. Can we make that happen?
Good.
3 ball. Aaliyah McQueen. That one rolls out. I don't think we have the extra headset for her today. We got to work that.
Oh,
Mila
it'll still
Holloway.
be good to see her.
Put her on the head. You can go and talk to her. We'll take a halftime break. Right hand won't go. Rebound there for Flau'Jae. And the rebound finds its way to Silas Swords, and she has 7 points now. As Michigan increases the margin with 8:48 to go in the first half. Front court, Maya Anderson with the left-hand scoop.
Unfortunately, we're seeing her early. Just the height is just tough to beat.
Found a little bit of an opening up top coming off a double screen, and Michaela Jackson gives the Titans their first points of the second quarter. Leaning in and creating the contact there, Flau'Jae. 6'3" junior out of South Amboy, New Jersey. Played the last 2 years at Bucknell. I want to talk about someone putting up stats in the Patriot League. As a freshman, 3rd-team All-Patriot League. She was on the All-Defensive team and the All-Rookie team. Averaged 13. Go with 6 rebounds and 2 blocks. And then as a sophomore, she was Patriot Player of the Year last year, defensive team, and all-academic, averaging 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 blocks.
Unbelievable.
Shot over 150 free throws each year, and she continues to shoot them here at Michigan. Amazing Blue are now up 35-8.
Well, and that's just the type of stat lines that we're seeing on this roster. Incredible high school careers.
Aaliyah McQueen back in the game. That one off the heel. She's the one who picked up 2 very quick fouls in the first quarter. Exited just under the 6-minute mark, I believe it was. Anna Lassen with the rebound there.
Good job by Lassen by immediately turning and pushing the pace.
Jasmine Edwards. Got swapped out of bounds.
It's always nice when you're playing bigger teams. You're allowed to be a little bit more, you know, the physicality is a little bit looser down low, which is what one of my favorite spots as a player. I used to love it.
Your stat lines would show it. Whistle and a held ball, and the possession arrow points Troy Mercy's way. Yeah, my normal scoreboard that I would look at for possession arrow is no longer with us as they reconstruct the Titan play.
Yep.
Now I actually got to look at or look down at the court.
Right.
Right there, it's good. Foul is going to go against Mila Holloway.
One of the big challenges for the Titans tonight is their sharpness offensively. Michigan is so good defensively with deflections. They have to be so sharp, use ball fakes with their passes.
How about that?
Michigan's just going to get it.
Olivia Olson came off the defender, and they got right in front of the inbounder at the last second. That threw off the pass, but the Titans recover and then missed the shot. Haven't seen that as a defensive out-of-bounds play in a long time. Some harm. Count the bucket. And a 3-point opportunity for Miss Holloway. Holloway got in some Canada U19 action in the FIBA level this past summer. Her grandfather played football at the University of Michigan. Her brother Adrian right now plays for the Crimson Tide.
Wow.
Nate Oates, former high school basketball star at Romulus, won a championship back in 2013 at the Breslin Center with his Eagles, the same year that Southfield Christian's Eagles did. Lindsey Hunter is an assistant coach. The blood rule is in effect, and they're looking at Maya Anderson right now. And while they do that, the funny story from that 2013 championship that I've shared with you before, but our listening audience may not know, is the Romulus Eagles got to the Breslin Center, but they forgot their mascot. So the Southfield Eagles loaned their mascot to Romulus, And the rest is history, but Nate Oates, very friendly with Lindsey Hunter at the time. Oates' first job was at Buffalo, and he brought on Lindsey Hunter as an assistant for a year or two.
Love it.
Yeah.
What a great story to talk about in terms of your relationship.
Yep. Maya Anderson dishes right side for Naima Duaha. I'm going to talk with her and apologize at some point, make sure I got that one straight. It's a tough one. Deflection. Titans don't mind those. Maya Birch going to check back in. Sicklerville, New Jersey. A health service major here at UDM.
I like hearing about majors that you don't hear about as often. Health services. I wonder what she wants to do with that. To ask her.
Good runner, right hand, underhand scoop, harm. Oh no. She's going to take a second to get up. Now she does. Holloway sitting on 12 points. Mila, double figures for the 4th time this season, the 17th time of her career. She is at her season average of 12 points.
That was on Michaela Jackson.
Titans shooting 11% right now. That's 2 of 17.
Man, you mentioned, Danny, they got good looks. You know, at first they struggled with turnovers, and then they started pushing the ball, trying to get some early looks in transition, which they got. They just couldn't finish it and around the basket.
That number will go up. Their low this year was against CMU, shooting 28%. Brooke Quarles-Daniels comes in, and a round of applause. Hey, Tommy the Titan showed up. Good to see him out here with us. Your weather advisory on tap tonight. Saw the first snowflakes, the second time we've seen snowflakes, because I was letting the dogs out before I came down here today. Jasmine Edwards with the miss. That one rolls out of bounds. It will stay Titan ball. Good hustle there by Macy Brown, but she couldn't pull it in. Brown hails from East Grand Rapids. Miss Basketball 2023. Sarah and I had a chance to see her honored during MHSAA Finals Weekend a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Another good deflection. This one from Kendall Dudley. Dudley's claim to fame, she was the first ever women's basketball player to commit live on ESPN.
How about that? That's a good one to have.
Jackson jumper won't fall. Rebound pulled down by Teala Delphos. Whistle and offensive foul. Kendall Dudley using a little too much body that time.
And great job by Jackson. I mean, she had a great opportunity, missed the open look, but sprinted back and got an offensive charge. Can't ask for more effort than that.
Front court comes Michaela Jackson, nearly tripped over Delphos. Birch on the weave. Good look. Just a little too strong that time.
Keep hitting the back of that rim.
Runner won't go for BQD. Titans come away with the rebound. Ends up in Daniel's hands. Swords 3 won't go that time. And Swords hits 8 triples against UConn. Nearly helps Michigan pull off the upset. Then comes back and has a pedestrian game against Syracuse, in which she had 0 for 4 from three-point range and 6 points. Only the 3rd time in her career that she scored less than 10.
What stat? It's just an amazing stat in itself. The 3rd time in her career thus far.
Yeah. 3 ball won't fall that time for Alyssa Crockett. Volleyball, possession arrow goes Michigan's way, so the Wolverines will hold it with 26 seconds on the shot clock.
Great hustle there by McQueen to get on the floor. Daiwaha catching that rebound. She's got to stop putting that ball on the floor. Michigan's too good, like we talked about earlier, getting the deflections and trying to get those steals. She's got to pick it up, secure it, and wait, or at least be able to have the opportunity to dribble after securing the ball.
BQD inside finds the cutter. Easy layup there for Crockett.
Those are the controllables. You know, you got to be able to talk through those. If you're going to switch, you know, scream it out so then they know who's taking. That's just a miscommunication.
That bucket by Crockett, the movement science major, so she's in the lab today, right?
She is.
Schwartz runs into a double. Reach is going to be called on Holloway. That'll be her second. Holloway has 13 to lead all scorers right now. Rebound and 2 steals to add to that. Titans right now led by Burrell with a couple buckets, or a bucket and 2 free throws.
Unfortunately, in the second, I know Coach Haffey's going to talk to him about, controlling the controllables, limiting those turnovers as much as they can to limit those second chance opportunities, and really not only putting a body and pushing back, but jumping to create, some pushing opportunities that maybe they can get, add some fouls up for Michigan as well.
Rush 3 from the corner, but it doesn't matter. Naima Ndawaha with her first triple at Division I. And the Titans at 11. Quickly the counter by Crockett.
Yeah, McQueen, knowing that she's got 2, is, when that floor opens and she's going, she's got to be able to scream an emergency switch out.
3-ball, Delphos. Aspen Edwards with the collection. Jazz coming off a pedestrian game of her own for the first time this season. So far in this contest, 0 for 1 now with 3 rebounds. Tussle underneath. And the possession arrow is pointing Detroit Mercy's way, so the Titans will hold it with 18 seconds.
Number 3 is up big.
Another look at this. Quick 3 in the corner.
Good release.
She
Good
knew
arc.
she had a very small amount of time to get that shot off before it was deflected.
And now the officials are talking about making it a 2-pointer. They want to see the replay
Oh,
at the
no.
next break. Oh my, next break will be end of the half. I'm wondering if her foot may have been on the line. Lassen can't get the shot to go. And that'll go out of bounds off Detroit Mercy. Aaliyah playing hard. You mentioned the turnovers, Tara. The Titans just had their second turnover a moment ago since the 5-minute mark, I think it was. So
Yeah,
they had 9 in the opening 4.5.
They did, yeah. And Michigan, I believe, had 11 points off of those turnovers.
Yeah.
So they've really cleaned that up and limited. And they've gotten, so like you said, they've gotten some opportunities. They're just not knocking down those short shots.
And a bit of a wild pass. Thurin able to get her paw on it. Daniels only forgot how soft the rims are here. Lassen coming the other way, a little stutter step. That is
Deep 3.
Caitlin Clark range there.
Yes, it was.
And Brenda Schwartz just off the mark. Good shovel underneath by Mila Holloway. The pass was perfect. The finish not so perfect for Delphos. Still rotated around, plenty of time in the shot clock. Holloway pulls up. She experiences the soft rim. Put back there for Crockett. Crockett is having herself a first half.
She is. A great putback by Crockett. It just shows Holloway's touch. I mean, that was a mid-range jumper that bounced off the rim 4 times before it went out. Just such a soft touch in her shot.
Right corner, McQueen. Oh, Splash City. Couple of threes from that short corner for Detroit Mercy. Titans with 14 and quickly counter-strike. Ayala Delphos. She's got 7.
And that Michigan scored a few points off that easy transition. Detroit's got to sprint back, turn around, and match up. You cannot let someone like Delphos, with her length and athleticism, get that close to the basket that easy.
A little miscommunication. Maya Anderson comes in, does some form of a handshake thing, which actually was kind of pretty cool. I didn't see her do that before. She looks like an Energizer bunny right now.
She is. She just seems to uplift the team when she's on the floor.
Deflection. Out of bounds off Michigan. Apparently, Daiwaha didn't realize it was called off Michigan and then started arguing with the refs saying, I didn't touch it.
Like, I agree.
Jazz dribbling top side. There's Michaela Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Up fake by Lassen. Bought her a half second. Oh, the turn
strong
and gun.
finish.
And that's something that Lassen may not have had in her bag a year ago, but she's been working hard in practice, according to Coach Haffey.
And a great spin back. The important thing that she did there is she really kept space. She used her body, kept that ball on her outside shoulder, and had a true hook shot on that finish. Great job protecting that ball.
Lassen perfect at the free throw line this season, 5 of 5. Make it 6 of 6 if she converts the three-point opportunity, and Titans are scoring a bit, but still trailing this one by quite a bit.
Well, and that's what Coach Haffey, I know, is looking for. Not about the outcome of the score, but just about the effort and what he's seeing on the floor. He wants to see his team attack downhill, get some paint shots, be aggressive on those finishes, and try to get those attempts. It's not necessarily going to be about the outcome. It's, hey, what is our effort? What was our grit like during these 40 minutes? I think that's what he's looking for.
Yeah, growing the identity were the words he used with a couple of boosters an hour or so before the contest. Three ball a little strong for Mathurin. And the Titans will get another tie-up, and this one will go Michigan's way with 6 on the shot clock. That one never hit the rim.
But great job from Daiwaha to get in there, try to get her hands on it, and cause that tie-up. Those are the effort plays they're looking for.
It's up top for Quarles Daniels. That one won't go. Mathurin sideline right. Holloway back to Mathurin. Swords calling for some action.
For an isolation on a mismatch.
Holloway dialing up her third triple of the game, no, and the rebound pulled down Edwards.
That's a great defensive possession for Detroit Mercy. Good talk, good communication. Yes, they got, other opportunities, but they stayed steadfast.
Maya draws that double team. Now you got to slip it, and she throws it away. 2-on-1 the other way. Swords finds her teammate. Easy layup there, even though Mathurin tripped over herself and then ran into one of the photographers behind the basket.
In those situations, that turnover isn't on Maya Anderson there as she gets a foul called. That turnover is on Edwards and her teammates. As she sees that double happen, she's got to go within visible ranges to be able to get that ball out, and she was left all on her own on an island. That can't happen.
That'll bring Maya to the free throw line. 64% free throw shooter this year, consistent with last year's 63%. She was 5 of 6 at the stripe in Madison this past weekend. Titans competed well against Wisconsin, came up short 81-63. Troy Mercy stays home for the weekend. They will welcome in EMU on Sunday, hence that was a pretty big collision. Some words being said. I wonder why the conversation with Coach Haffey was so long. Because that was the one that, if anything, you would have thought that it was Jasmine that was going to get called for something, but it would have been egregious if she did. And thankfully, the referee saw better of it.
Great job by officiating crew.
Michaela Jackson. Oh, you know what? After that, there were some words being exchanged.
Yes.
That may have been
that's what they were looking at. Yep.
Okay. That makes sense. Edwards, left hand, too strong. Collision underneath, and taking the brunt of it was Holloway.
Yeah, I think that one's going to go on Maya Anderson. Unfortunately, she came out of nowhere and flew in to try to get another opportunity for her teammates. That one, Coach Haffey's going to take any day of the week. Got to laugh that one off.
I'll tell you, Mila has taken some extraordinary contact in the first half.
It's been a joy to watch her. She's just a great player.
Yeah, she is.
Goodness.
You didn't notice the wrist brace on Maya Anderson before, wrist hand brace.
I actually think that was it. You did notice it before because it wasn't there. That's where she was bleeding.
Oh, that's right.
And she got taped up. I'm sure they'll address it a little bit more at halftime.
Swords in Michigan will hold for last possession. Swords from way downtown, too strong. Follow won't go, and that one did not get off on 22 in the first half. This is a very complete-looking Michigan team, and they are going to be a threat to behold in the Big Ten and beyond. The Wolverines start with the ball here in the second half, and a whistle going to go against Maya Anderson out of Detroit Cass Tech. Maya is a kinesiology major with a PT focus. Had 9 points, 4 rebounds, and a steal in Bucky Land last weekend. Uncontested. Burrell and Maya let the ball handler, Rick Quarles Daniels, go right between them. That was an easy bucket for BQD.
she's got a way to do that. She can really thread the needle and get into some tight spaces.
Anderson going high post for Jazz. Edwards directing traffic. And there's a three from the corner. Is that Burrell again?
It was.
Getting behind a couple of players from our vantage point. Nicaea knocks down the three. The Titans got to hold on to the three-pointer that they were reviewing at the end of the first half, so they did have 18 at the break. Now at 21, the counter punch there.
Good attempt.
So
yeah, good attempt there by Maya Anderson. Last defensive possession was Lee McQueen was outside the paint on the weak side. Unfortunately, couldn't get over in enough time, and because she was so late, she didn't want to draw that third foul.
High post, Sofakanik. Holloway finds Swords at the elbow. Too strong. Swords just hasn't looked comfortable here in this gym.
Yeah, I agree. Hasn't got that rhythm in her shot that we're so used to seeing.
Kayla Jackson between the circles. Edwards trying to up fake, get some space on the defender, but it's not happening. The 6'3" Sofakanik knocks it away, and the other end a layup for Olivia Olsen. Was held kind of quiet. That's only her third and fourth points of this contest. Looking down the Michigan bench, you see a number of players who have played with their shooter shirts off. One that has not played but still has their shooter shirt on is Jessica Fields.
Yeah,
she is the sister of Justin Fields, quarterback for the New York Jets. She gets in at some point during the second half. Nicaea Burrell on the take gets bumped. I mentioned the 3 volleyball championships on this roster. Jessica won 6 total, 3 basketball, 3 volleyball.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's running out of wall space.
3 ball there, Nicaea Burrell in and out. And it is Sofakanik with an easy rebound. Left hand, and Olivia Olsen. Points 5 and 6. Wide open. That's Maya Anderson. She banked that in?
Oh, she did bank it in.
Not bad.
Good look by McQueen to knock it to Anderson. Feet were set. She was ready to shoot that shot.
Laurel Daniels outside gets the assist on the Holloway triple. That is Holloway's third three-pointer of the game. That's the first time this season, 5th time in her career that she's achieved that feat. The 5'10" sophomore out of Charlotte gives Michigan a 61-24 lead.
That's a tough look, that backdoor pass that Burrell tried to hit Michaela Jackson with.
And there is Olsen once again. 6 quick points here in the third quarter. Kiefer Happy going to call a timeout. We'll take one with them. 6:39 to go in the third.
Minutes of Verizon League action was viewed across all of the ESPN platforms last year, and we appreciate your support of our athletes and programs. To learn more about the major moves across the Verizon League, visit VerizonLeague.com.
Nicaea Burrell with the ball out of the timeout. Thank you, Tara. 63-24, Michigan on top. Anna Lassen nearly had the ball stripped. 9 on the shot clock. Looking inside, Jasmine Edwards is wallpapered by Sofakanik.
Yeah.
Burrell, quick shot.
Oh, tough shot.
Swords never got a hand up, never expected the shot, but the Titans look like a sky get back in time. Now they do. Olivia Olsen, 8 of her 10 points here in the second half. Olsen in double figures for the 7th time this season, all 7 games. 36th time of her career.
And again, getting back and matching up in transition. She was open for far too long.
Yeah. Held ball. Lassen actually got popped in the face as she was coming away with it. Referee's going to look, make sure there's no blood. And I think he doesn't seem to care. He's like, let's go.
Yeah, yep, you're good. I think she's trying to recover her contact.
Yeah, I think so too.
The thing, we talked about off air, Danny, that we've really liked to see in the second and now in the third quarter is the effort has really increased. They're taking care of the basketball, like you mentioned, but they're doing a really good job just pushing the pace and trying to control their controllables.
Little collision on a double screen there. Titans executed perfectly, but they barely get the shot off, and then an offensive foul. You would have actually probably rather have had the shot clock violation, but instead it ends up being a foul on a frustrated Amaya Birch. And Mayana Hooper is going to get her first run of the second half and cover Maya Anderson.
And I think Birch actually had a kick out to, was it Lawson in the corner?
Yeah.
She would have had a good look. Maybe not got it off in time, but like you mentioned, probably would have been better than offensive charge.
To the front court comes Mila Holloway. Quarles Daniels, left wing for Dudley. No look pass, Sofa Kanik, and the fans love it, finds Brooke Quarles Daniels underneath. BQD's got 8. And it is a 41-point contest midway through the third quarter.
Again, defense on Detroit Titans not helping the helper. They've got to get those rotations on the backside.
Edwards draws some contact. That should take us to a timeout with 4:46 to go in the third quarter. Question is, will it?
To learn more about the major impact created by our student athletes, visit horizonleague.com/brand recharge. Do you think they could have some English lessons as well, so I can try to get that out a little better next time?
Tara, that would be the Student Advisory Council, I believe. Have you ever watched that new show, DMV?
No.
Oh, hysterical. Anyway, Big Sac is a lot of the lingo because they refer to Sacramento, the capital of the state, and how they watch over their branch.
Yeah, student athlete.
Definitely worth a watch. Go
student
back
athlete academic committee for sure.
There you go.
And
Brooke Quarles Daniels.
She lost a piece of uniform.
Nice of Aaliyah to pick it up and send it to the corner. 69-27 with 4:20 to go quarter. Hearing some chatter from the Wolverines on defense, much to the delight, I'm sure, of Kim Barnes and Rico, who had those topics that she wanted to discuss with her team at the half and see some changes in the third quarter, and three-point denial was one of them, and then of course Burrell knocks one down from the corner in the first minute or so.
I'm sure that was discussed during that timeout.
BQD comes out, gets a round of applause. Back into the contest comes Tayala Delphos. Comes out there with Macy Brown. Whistle. Kendall Dudley back in.
Really enjoyed watching Nysia Burrell play tonight. She's just such a spark. Like we talked about, she's got that next play mentality. You never see her hanging her head. She makes a mistake, she moves on, she learns from it. She's continuing to try to get herself to the rack. She missed early in the game. She's knocked a few down since then. She just keeps playing hard.
Ciara Beyer is back in the contest for Michigan, as well as Nysia spins it, fires, and fills it. Second time this year she scored 10 points, third time in her Division I career, once at Austin Peay. 1,000-point scorer in high school. Daughter of Antoinette and the late Rashid. Knocks down the freebie, and she's got 11. That's a travel, got away with it. With Macy Brown. Dudley gets it inside, and there's Byers with the bucket.
Good job by Byers to take advantage of that mismatch. Just caught it, kept it high, turned and scored.
Byers has a sister, Brianna, Tara, that currently plays basketball at Georgetown.
Oh, very nice. Sure they'll get each other on the schedule at some point.
Yep. The ball from the wing won't go from McQueen. Delphos works the lane. There's some paint points that Barnes and Rico wanted to see.
Absolutely. Beautiful right to left, strong finish.
Mayana Hooper going right to left. Nice Burrell. Pass out wide open is Michaela Jackson, and one came up short. Whistle on a travel. It's going to go against Delphos that time.
I talked about this game being about process and the little things for the Titans, and we've started to really see those things. They're getting good looks, and when they look back at tape, those are the things they're going to see. Hey, these are the looks we create for each other, from ball and player movement, from scoring early. Those are things they're going to carry into these next few games.
Oof. High, hard screen up top Byers was moving and picks up the foul. Good chance for Burrell to shake off the cobwebs there. Liam McQueen frustrated going to the bench. Off there for Nicaea. Her 11 points pace the Titans right now. The game high is still Holloway. She's got 16 on 3 dribbles. Dangerous.
Yeah, Michaela tried to go behind the back there. And
who's on the floor again? But
tight
Mila
spaces.
Holloway who picks it up. It wasn't Holloway. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, she's holding 2 fingers up in the air to signify 2 shots. Never mind. I'm like, what did I miss? Splash down there for Michaela Jackson, 53% free throw shooter. Titans at the stripe. 11 of 13.
Another area for, you know, that they've improved on.
Titans right now shooting 62%. It was a bit of a train wreck at times over the first 4 games, but at Wisconsin and here it's gotten a lot better.
That's always such an important thing in Horizon League play when you get into it. Every point counts all the time, obviously, but to leave 3 points at that free throw line is always really tough, and to continue to improve on that is going to be a huge asset.
Whistle and a moving screen is going to be called on Byers. Jackson, right to left with the left hand.
Good job by Michaela to hold that dribble and push through some pressure there on ball.
Thurin brought the ball up the court, swings it left side. Nice dish inside by Teala. Foul is going to go against Zaiwaha.
Mastriano making her way in. Jasmine Edwards below. Here comes Maya Anderson. I love Maya shoes. I'm gonna say, I'm a shoe girly. Those hot pink shoes are pretty great.
Yes, they are. Byers comes up empty on that free throw attempt. Come into this game 57%, 4 of 7. Her father, Juan, played men's basketball at Norfolk State, Kentucky State. I mentioned her sister, Brianna, right now playing at Georgetown. And the freshman knocks down the second. 41-point contest, minute 35 to go in the third quarter. Sia Burrell, high post from Mastriano.
Great decision by Maya Anderson to refuse that ball screen. And all it takes is those little things. It's just a hard fake, like you're going to go off that ball screen, refuse it, strong baseline drive that drew the foul.
First of 2 is in for Miss Anderson. Parents, Tedrah and Eric come out. As much as they can. Siblings Morgan and Jordan. 74-35, 10 points for Maya.
See some 2-3 zone out of the Titans.
That ties her career high, Tara.
Oh, very nice.
Skip pass across and open look 3. Nothing but net for Mackenzie Mathurin. 44% from beyond the arc. Small sample size. Early in the season. Whistle on Macy Brown. Nope. It was Teala Delphos.
Another great take by Burrell, turning that corner, just drawing fouls, attacking downhill.
Burrell hails from Philly. She's pursuing her master's in ethical leadership. Of 2. 12 points is a new career high for Nicaea in her second year of Division I ball.
And I have a feeling that's not going to be her high. She's going to do some really good things this year for this team.
Burrell's going to come out, and into the game comes Brenda Schwartz.
I think even in her ability to make things happen, she brings a maturity that they desperately need on that floor in that position. That poise out of your point guard.
Byers with the miss, the volleyball rebound, and I think it was a jump ball.
Yep.
Session arrow stays with Michigan, 15 on the shot clock.
Good job by Hooper to get through that screen.
Thurin playing catch, little pick and roll action, and gets thrown out of bounds as she was looking for Ciara Byers. 32 seconds, so 2-second differential game clock to shot clock here. Here's another look. That's Kayla Jackson bucket. Anderson finds Mastroianno, beautiful pick and roll, and Mastroianno hesitated and threw it away. 3-on-2 the other way. Macy Brown will slow things up. Will she get it off in time? She does, it won't go.
Yeah, I was super excited that her first basketball game will be at my alma mater, and especially since they're playing Michigan, because it was such a fun time when I played Madison 3 times. But yeah, very happy to have her here, and this first experience.
You can't tell back at home, folks, but baby is going for the mic. For you guys, you know, oftentimes we bring up the Rostovsky sister game and how much fun that was for you guys and being here in Callahan. What are your memories of your time, both with the Wolverines and with the Titans?
Yeah, I got a chance to play against Haley 3 times when we were in college, and it was just awesome to see her on the other side and compete against her. And then our final game with both my sisters on the other end, I'll always remember winning the game, but we're constantly reminded that Lola scored the most points in that game. So it was a fun time.
Yeah, one of my best memories playing Madison was the first game we played against at Michigan. Madison stole the ball from one of my teammates, and it was a 1v1 versus me and Madison down the court. And I just remember I was like an inch away from blocking her, and I was so mad that I missed it. But that's like my core memory from playing Madison.
For you guys too, being here and seeing the success that really both of your teams have had, both Michigan and now Detroit Mercy, what's it and seeing the success?
Yeah, I'm so proud of the Michigan women's basketball program and just everything Coach Rico and the staff has done during my 4 years, and then even after. I mean, the game this weekend was incredible, even though they lost to UConn. It was just showing us like how talented they are, how much they've worked hard for everything that they've accomplished, and I just couldn't be prouder as an alum.
Yeah, I know the Titans have gotten way better the last few years. I think I'm excited to see what Coach Kiefer does this year, but very proud of the program and where it's going.
All right, who do we got here with us? Because the whole family and some friends came in to watch this game. Not as many as we saw for that one, the sister game, right? But who's here with us today? Who's celebrating Thanksgiving and back in town?
So my husband's here, Charles. Charlie Felton. He actually played cross country here, so we met at UDM. So it's nice bringing Eloise here where we met. Then we have my mom. She is wearing a Michigan and UDM shirt because she still can't pick a side. And then my best friend.
There and the Rostovsky sisters. Lola may have gotten the points in the one game they played together. But when we go back to the high school box score at the Breslin Center, Tara and I were just reliving some memories and seeing Lola has 6 shots while the older sisters took 32 shots in their semifinal win against Concord. The Rostovsky sisters owned the floor at the Breslin when they had a chance.
My goodness.
Neat to have Haley and Madison go back-to-back years, 2011 and 2012 there. That was special.
Special group.
Sure was. Inside, Jasmine Edwards. Kick to the corner. Kayla Jackson.
She's got to shoot that shot. She had that great baseline kick by Edwards. She was wide open there for a good second and a half. You've got to take that look when you have it.
We go back to those Haley Rostovsky teams, and obviously we keep in touch with Rosie Reynolds. She had twins. She had another. She's got 3 now or 4?
4.
4, yeah.
Yeah.
Titan family could grow strong in about 15 years. We'll see.
That's it. 2.0.
Exactly. Hand off there for Swords. Good job using her body to create that space with the miss. And then the putback, and Alyssa Crockett will go back to the free throw line. Crockett was a Miss Basketball finalist out of Westfield, Indiana. She was the nation's 48th recruit, number 48 recruit, I should say, McDonald's All-American nominee, and academic All-Big Ten the last 2 seasons. She is the definition of a student athlete.
I always love to see that. It's such a tough dynamic, and I always used to say, like, balancing your time and time management is one of the biggest challenges as a young player coming in. She's done a phenomenal job.
That was Crockett's first miss at the free throw line this season. Comes back and hits the second. Lassen facing that trap as soon as she crossed the timeline. They're going to call that a jump ball. Be Michigan.
You'd much rather, in situations like this where you're undersized and you have the disadvantage there, you'd much rather almost get a 10-second call than cross that court and pick it up.
Olsen around that screen. Short with the right hand. Putback is good for Silas Swords.
Again, some rotation issues and communication issues on defense.
Big collision there. Lassen's going to get called for the offensive foul. I was hoping during that segment with Matt and the Rostovskis that we would see a charge. Because Haley Rostovsky, of course, we know is the all-time charge take leader here at the University
the charge queen
of Detroit Mercy.
She's a special player to coach.
Nice lob pass inside by Olsen, and there's Allie Van Timmerman out of Jenison High in Allendale. Her second year, I should say, at Michigan. Her 4 years at Boston College, and then back with a 3.
Great job by Maya Anderson. Had the open look in transition, took it.
It's Maya. Side of the backcourt. One stolen, picked up by Holloway. Yes, and one.
Bro, I think she was pushing really hard to try to get in front, realizing not only is she not in front, but she's in foul territory and couldn't get herself out of it. It's her 4th.
Bring back Ima Duaha. To 40 as she converts on the 3-point opportunity. 19 points now for Holloway. Nice bullet pass by Mayana Hooper. The bucket and 1 for Jasmine Edwards.
That's a tough pass to get through.
Jazz's first field goal of the game.
She's worked hard to try to get some second opportunities for her team, but just being undersized inside tonight and being so limited, tough time getting on the glass. Oh.
Baseline drive and the reverse and 1 for Delphos.
And that is one of the main reasons Jasmine Edwards has struggled. Delphos is just, she's so long and athletic. She can score in a variety of ways, but defensively as well, she can just go up where other people can't to get those rebounds. I think we get to see our sideline assistant, Kibby, is going to go hand off some Detroit Mercy gear to our alumni up there. Always nice to give some gifts a little bit before Thanksgiving.
Mayana Hooper giving her team a gift there, bucket and 1.
a few extra seconds to let Lee McQueen get her shoe tied and knotted.
Hooper knocks down the free throw. It's tapped away.
Titans looking back here, definitely going to have some things that they can be proud of tonight. The adjustments they made after that first quarter kind of improved their energy, took care of the basketball a little bit more. Things to work on. I think defensively, communication has to be there.
Free ball from the corner for Alyssa Crockett. Hooper the other way, the no look for Daiwaha. That one's picked off. And the other way comes Delphos. 142 points in this contest.
She took a dribble and a half to get from the opposite free throw line to that nice finesse layup.
Still shorter than the six-step Giannis one from the first week of the season.
Just a few.
Free ball from Crockett won't go. Into the backboard, out of bounds. Vanessa Mastriano back in. Aspen Edwards likely playing her final minutes of this contest with 5:18 to go.
Cross-court
pass
passes,
over to Maya Anderson.
She tried her best, didn't she?
Yes, she did. She completed the catch. She got 2 feet in.
Yep. And on those situations, these are going to be the little moments that they can really improve on, that they will be able to use in her eyes as they play. It's a great refusal of a screen there by Mayana Hooper. As she goes left, I think it was Dwaha needs to circle behind. If she had McQueen in the corner, that pass could have gone right back to Dwaha, and a corner 3 opportunity there for McQueen.
Lassen comes back in for McQueen. Pass off the fingertips of Van Timmerman and picked off by the Titans. Lassen sidestep 3. Mastriano doing her best to tap it to a teammate. There's Maya Anderson unable to hold it.
Ton of effort tonight out of Maya Anderson. She's going to get subbed off now by Amaya Birch.
AC Brown across the timeline. Screen set by Van Timmerman. Delphos playing for the third. AC Brown pulls over Mayana Anderson. Anderson takes the Haley Rostovsky charge.
Is that Anderson or Hooper?
Hooper. I'm staring right at Mayana Hooper and said, yeah, that was Hooper.
Thinking about Anderson's shoes.
Lassen takes a hard fall. There's Jessica Fields, younger sister of Justin Fields. Justin was benched last week with Tyrod Taylor. Stunner didn't go well. If you actually put Fields on a team that could protect him and had some talent around him, that would be amazing. But unfortunately, Justin is always got the difficult surroundings around him, and he can't do it all himself. Tyrod Taylor learned that the hard way this past weekend. First of 2 up and in for Anna Lassen.
And one thing they'll definitely talk about in the locker room is just the improvement. And you said it's game to game, it's gotten better. It's just been great. It's a free throw percentage.
Yes. good look inside, and it was defended well too by Amaya Birch. And then Lassen gets fouled. Foul's going to be called on Fields. So of course it's Jessica's older brother Justin that steals the headlines when we talk about her relatives, but we can't forget about her sister Jaden, who was a softball player at Georgia, where they hail from, Kennesaw, Georgia.
Just picking all the sports in that family. Goodness.
Lassen steps to the free throw line. He was a three-sport athlete at South Lyon East. Played softball and golf. Member of the National Honor Society. Heck, she was the president of the National Honor Society. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Lassen knocks him down 96-50. Thurin right side for Brown. Bring it up. That is Michigan's 8th triple of the game. And puts the Wolverines one shy of a hundo.
It's a great ball and player movement on that last possession for Michigan. The possession before got a little bit sticky.
Out of Hooper with the missed layup. And there's Fields with the board.
Gotta help her out.
Three from the wing won't go, and then I think they're going to get Birch for holding Michigan player. No, it wasn't Birch.
Duaha underneath the basket, yeah.
And Timmerman comes out. So I mentioned earlier she was in her second year at Michigan as a grad student, played her first 3+ years at Boston College. Missed the 4th year because of an injury. Found her way to Michigan for grad school. Meanwhile, Fields at the free throw line. That was her first free throw attempt as a collegiate player. Second one, not any better. And Lassen comes down.
Now she was going to get the lucky bounce on that second shot. Right idea there by Schwartz to try to get that ball screen slip in there.
Oh, what a touch pass, and it goes for naught. That was a beautiful pass by Crockett III, and just couldn't grab it and go up with it. Hooper finding Mastroianno.
Someone's got to come up and help her. That's a situation they've run into a few times, and luckily got bailed out on that opportunity there. But that's something I'm sure they're going to talk about and look at it. And when they're watching film, not tomorrow, but certainly Friday, is they've got to make sure they help each other out.
Yeah, Mastroianno and Birch were a little slow to react that time. Got a piece of Hooper there. Mayana's going to go to the free throw line.
Michigan foul number 2, Macy Brown. At the line for the Tigers.
Kiefer Haffey, prior to this game, said, look, as a coaching staff, we just want to see 40 minutes of hard ball regardless of the score. And aside from a couple mental lapses like the one we just spoke of, I mean, the Titans have played hard. You just, there comes a point where you can't make up for height. And scoring touch, I should say.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you mentioned early, Michigan's got some of the best recruiting in the country, and it's showing here tonight. Just height advantages, but ability to score, range of scoring, different ways you can do it. I mean, these guys can literally do it all. I'm so excited to watch them play this season.
I was chuckling because that was about 2 different lane violations there, but with the game being what it is score-wise, the officials let that one go.
I figured that's what you were chuckling at.
There's Crockett for 3. Mastroianno coming down with the board. Left sideline right there for Birch. Wraparound pass. Intended for Mastroianno, it doesn't make the target. Borg's intention was good, the execution not so good.
Just got to continue to look at that help side.
Around inside, and Ayanna Dunbar unable to finish, playing for the 4th time this year. She played a total of 6 minutes coming in, a sophomore out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee's Blackman High, where she won a state championship as a freshman.
No. Another
Go
state
figure.
championship?
Corner
I would
triple.
never
Oh, there it is. Amaya Birch from downtown. Her first triple in 2 years. She struts down the court with a big smile. That one felt good.
guess. Big celebration from her teammates on the bench as well, which is always nice.
Know what she's capable of. The question is, can you unleash it over the course of a season after a year off? We shall see.
Good offensive rebound and putback there by Fields. See if she can make it a three-point opportunity.
Fields at the line, shooting one.
There's that Amaya Birch three, and then the bucket on the other end for Jessica Fields. Wears the same number 7 her brother does with the Jets.
Now I want to know what number her sister wears.
Yeah, good question. We don't have enough timeouts.
Like
I can't-
777 across the board?
I can't go research it. Rebound there for Birch. And Fields with the steal.
Yeah, loft passes against the University of Michigan women's basketball is not a good idea.
That one gets away and will be a turn.
Oh, number 0. Thank you, Matt Kimmy. She looked it up. Kaylin Fields is number 0.
All right, that's a yellow background. No. Oh, she transferred? Front court comes Macy Brown. There's a swat.
A lot of communication from the bench of Detroit Mercy. That's the kind of chat you want to hear.